Hi, my name's Andrew. Thank you for visiting my YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to review a fundraising investor database for the healthcare sector. If you watch my previous videos, you know that you can click my Fiverr link below to get information on investor databases for venture capital, private equity, angel groups, family investment offices, and more. I also help clients with pitch deck reviews, so if you are getting ready to send your pitch deck out to investors, I have a service on Fiverr that can review it for you. Approximately 80% of the pitch decks that I receive are not suitable to be sent out to investors. Databases are now free with a pitch deck review, so this is good news if you are getting ready to send it out to investors. This is one sector only per client. Contact me for more details on this program. Please take a second to support my channel by giving it a like, a share, and subscribing. So here are the sectors I will cover off on these videos, and if you're a regular visitor to my channel, you know I have around 280 videos that cross the sections of helping with pitch decks, business plans, fundraising, investor databases, how to write investor letters, strategy for fundraising, and more. In the past few weeks, I've covered off a number of sectors here by providing videos which show how I would create a database for you if you were looking. So if you are in these sectors, these would be good videos for you to take a look at. And I draw the database from my 400,000 investor contacts. So today I'm going to handle the healthcare sector. So for healthcare sector, it's really simple to begin with. I'm going to start with healthcare as the keyword. Biotechnology, medical devices. Technology is also used to try to flush out investors that focus on medtech or other forms of healthcare related technology, and there's a fair bit. Life sciences and analytics for medical data. What did the final database include? So I was able to find 6,800 total contacts. That included around 3,400 emails, 4,200 LinkedIn addresses, and around 5,600 websites. And this included some key contacts with their titles and email addresses. So what type of contacts will benefit from a healthcare investors database? To start off with, it could be medical startups, that's emerging companies focusing on innovative health solutions, medical devices, or unique treatment methods. Pharmaceutical companies, firms in drug discovery, development, and distribution phases looking for new investment opportunities. Digital health platforms, that's e-health applications, telemedicine platforms, and health data analytics companies seeking strategic partnerships and growth capital. And I've been contacted by a few in those categories in the past 3-4 months. Healthcare facility chains, that's hospitals, clinics, and specialized treatment centers aiming to expand their services or locations. Biotech innovators, organizations researching and developing groundbreaking therapies and diagnostic tools, and wellness and preventative care initiatives. Those are enterprises emphasizing health maintenance, holistic care, and preventative strategies. So there's a wide range of groups that would benefit from a healthcare investors database. So let's take a look at the database. So now we're over on the database section, and as you can see here, we have healthcare, life sciences, biotechnology, medical devices, and technology and analytics. So those are the databases that I have chosen. And as I mentioned to everybody, when you are going out to start your fundraising, do not spam the contacts. Treat this as research. I advise you to take them in groups of 30 to 50 at maximum. Develop a strategy, set out a spreadsheet for responses. I also advise founders that they should have 3 types of investor letters, and I actually have a service on Fiverr where I can help write your investor letter. If you have actually ordered a pitch deck review, you can also take this service as well. And what I do is I create 3 types of investor letters that are focused on 3 different tasks, and that's what you should look at, and you should treat fundraising as a business development venture. If you look at it just purely as fundraising, it can be one of the hardest things that you can do, because a lot of times you will get absolutely no response from the majority. So if you send out, for example, 100 letters with your pitch deck, you may only get 5 or 10 people that get back to you, maybe even less than 10. But those that do get back to you, you should actually treat them well by sending them a note. Most of them are not going to say, yes, I'm interested. Most of them are going to come back to you with a note that says, thanks very much for sending me your opportunity. Unfortunately, it doesn't fall into our spectrum. Or they may say, get back to us when you've made more traction or when you've raised more funds. So those are the type of people you want to get back to right away. Thank them for getting back to you, because again, it is rare. That's one of the downfalls of fundraising. And all you need to do is ask anybody that's done it, and I've done it in the past. It's not like regular business development. So if you do treat it like business development, you're going to go back to that person that contacted you. For example, let's say it was somebody in the private equity group, and maybe you're a little bit too early in your fundraising and your business growth. If they've gotten back to you, just send them a follow-up note. They will know 5 people in venture capital, micro venture capital, angel investors, and just ask them if you can get some advice on who to contact or what the next strategy might be. There's an old adage in fundraising, and it goes like this: if you ask people for funds, you'll get advice. If you ask for advice, it will lead you to funds. And that's what you want to do for the people that respond to you. And in fact, one of the types of investor letters that I have includes more of an advice, looking for advice rather than funds. And there's a strategy behind sending that letter, because a lot of people like to help out. A lot of the people that are in venture capital have been founders. In fact, if you look at the most venture capital firms, they have all been founders at some time in their life. They founded a business. Angel investors certainly fall under that category as well. They're great people to contact, because almost every angel investor started a company before, and that's just part of their business model. So that's something you should keep in mind when you're doing your fundraising. So if we take a look at the review now of the amount of contacts, another thing that you will notice is that there are always going to be quite a bit more contacts than emails. Many of the databases that have websites or any of the databases that are on the market, they're always going to have fewer emails, because some of the venture capital, private equity, hedge funds, they do not post their emails. They rely more on LinkedIn contacts. Or another strategy is their emails are not info at, they may be personal emails. So when you go to the website, you may see 3 or 4 of the principals, and they may have their email addresses. Another thing to keep in mind is, for example, this group of databases has 4,200 LinkedIn addresses. There are services on the internet, they're paid services, but they're not very much, where you can actually find the email addresses for any LinkedIn address. So you can look that up if you're more comfortable using an email approach. Many of the people that reach out to me on Fiverr are fine with LinkedIn. In fact, that's the traditional way. They're more sophisticated when it comes to their fundraising and operations. But that only really works well if you have a well refined LinkedIn profile to begin with. And so again, you've got 4,200 LinkedIn's and 5,600 websites. So this is the type of database that I would construct if you were in the healthcare sector and you were looking to start your fundraising process. Are you looking for updated investor databases? My databases include venture capital, private equity, family offices, angel investors, angel groups, and high net worth investors with over 400,000 verified global contacts. And be sure to check out my full database of family investment offices, the perfect way to access ultra high net worth investors. This is the largest database of family investment offices that you're able to access. There's over 10,000 contacts. Click my Fiverr link below for more information. Thank you for watching this video.